All right, guys. You know, I was thinking about the things that my dude Master P is going through right now, and I wanted to talk about it because I can personally identify with what he's dealing with, even though I don't have the kind of money that Master P built his empire into. But I'm gonna talk about it and my feelings on it because I've shared some of the similar experience. This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, guys. First thing first, I want to thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. Guess what? I'm up by 3. I was thinking it was 225, not about maybe a couple of months ago, and now I'm at 228. So I'd like to get 300 at some point, but hey, I guess that's just wishful thinking. But on with it. Master P, as you know, one of the most prolific and explosive rappers in the last 30 years, who was really an innovator when it comes to really one of the first rap moguls that I've ever known of. See, Russell Simmons wasn't a rap mogul, he was a music mogul. But that's how he got into the business doing just that. He wasn't a rapper per se. He was a business guy. You know, Master P was a rapper turned business mogul. He was one of the first. He really was among the first to really do it. As far as I'm concerned, he was the first to do it because I didn't know anybody else during that time period doing what he did, and I've watched his career grow. But he had talked about doing that kind of stuff then. You know, and I saw the BET documentary about him, and it was a lot of stuff I didn't know about. But I guess I guess family members who complained about, you know, not getting the support they wanted to get from him, and he just told straight up, "I'm cutting off the ATM." You know, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, I don't blame him. You know, there's too many black families out here today. They got that one kid, be it boy or girl, that they see who's doing the thing, and letting the rest of them just fall by the wayside. You know, instead of teaching that to all your kids, you only got the one you just figure, oh, she's smarter than everybody else. They don't really know how to be smart. I've heard that in my family. It makes me sick. You know, like no one else can do that. But I don't blame Master P for that. There's too many family members. It depends on that one person to get everybody out together or put everybody on his back. Tomorrow I'm gonna get it all on my back, and man, fuck all that bullshit. Negroes today gotta learn. You know, it's just slavery mentality. You know, you waiting on that savior to put everybody on their back and get them out. You know, this is 2020. It's time for y'all Negroes to get off your ass and do for self. I'm sick of this mess. I've been hearing this all the time. Well, you know, you forgot where you came from, or you need to help your brother and sister out. You know, there's books, there's TV, there's stream television. Do you know that, this true story, do you know that Prime Video actually has educational courses on their site? If you go to Amazon Prime, there are actual classes that you could, you can go on YouTube. There are full courses that you can learn about skills in anything, including IT and all that, car repair, all that. I learned how to fix my son's car a few years ago just by watching a YouTube video for 10 minutes, and it took about a half hour to fix the problem. It was taking, I think it was electronic door of this car. We had to take those, skins off and all that, the gears off and stuff. Took it off, put the new unit on there, took the old one out, put the new unit in there, put all the pieces back in that mug, exactly the way we took it off, by memory, at that. By memory, not by actually looking at the video. Once I looked at the video, I remember it was like a photogenic memory. But anyway, put everything back together, boom, worked like a charm. Worked. I was like, wow. So don't tell me that you can't. Master P came from the gutters of New Orleans, man, in the projects. I don't know the name of the projects, but I'm just saying. He went out there, did his thing. He has trials and errors and all of that, and came out a success story. He's had personal financial struggles and came back on top. But I think that people are doing him wrong, man, when it comes to that. I don't blame him. Say, he cutting off the ATM. I don't blame him. It's really a learning lesson for a lot of us out here. And cause us trying to help our families, and families don't appreciate it. I went through the same thing last year. I talked about it. And my family didn't even bring 2 dimes to rub together. Nor did they attempt to. Literally did nothing. No. It's been a year, and I'm fine. I ain't got to deal with that mess no more with y'all. Not going to do it. Life's too short to be messing around with petty people who don't bother to do for self and waiting on everybody else to do it for them. That's what pisses me off. I said, no more. I'm done. I'm not rich. I'm not. I don't make, it's just, I do what I can. I remember I sent my dad money years ago. When I had to stop a payment to send him the money. And he told me it wasn't enough. But he made excuses for my siblings about why they couldn't send money. Now, we were already pretty much adults then and now. And he still made excuses for them. And I was like saying to myself, that's bullshit. We can't continue to make excuses for these grown-ass kids no more. We cannot. That is BS. I'm tired of it. The excuses got to stop. They just got to stop, people. If I can do it, you can do it. Or you can make an effort. I had to borrow money last year to pay for my dad's memorial service. It was to a point I came back home dead and broke. Man, for that. Because no one else bothered to help. They ain't had no insurance. Everybody waiting on me. Sometimes you got to cut them off. You got to. Sometimes your families can be your worst nightmare. I'm being serious about that. And a lot of times they are. You don't want it to get to that point. But a lot of times it does. Ain't much else you can do about it. So be it. So be it. I know I've heard stories in the past year, even people I know, about how they, their families aren't that close anymore. But Lord knows, and I got witnesses, I tried. I honest to God tried. You get a little attitude from me, I cut you off. Now, one thing about me, I'll say, I'm one of the nicest people you know. Till you make me your worst enemy. When I say worst enemy, I'm talking about somebody who, if I feel that if you're trying to take advantage of me, I'll cut you off like I didn't know you. I won't have nothing to do with you. No parts of you. At all. I'm like that. I can be your best friend, or I can be somebody who don't know nothing about you. People people have a tendency of trying to take your kindness for weakness. And that's the problem with our culture. We always like to take people's kindness for weakness. In some cases, it's true. Some people are kind to a fault. Not me. I ain't the one. I think when I was a little younger, I might have been, but not completely to a fault then. I would just get upset, but I leave you alone. I definitely don't mess with you now. Even if I could do it, if I could do it. You know? Because people aren't like that, man. People just our folks in our culture, they all about their own self gratification, their own self opportunity. And opportunity is what they're looking for. They could care less about trying, hey, let's establish a relationship and, help me, do this, that, or other. It's all about the cash grab. That's all it's about. I was a situation where my mom wanted me to be the bigger man. I said, frankly, I'm tired of always being the bigger man. People be nasty, other family members can be nasty as fuck all they want to towards me trying to do something with them, trying to do things with them to help, to be there for the family. And they want to be complete assholes. And I'm like, I ran out of favors for being the bigger person. I said, it's y'all turn to be the bigger person, not me. I've been the bigger person all my life, and people try to take advantage of it. I had to put a stop to it. Because I was told that. Well, you must forgive. You must be the bigger person. No, fuck that. Every time I've ever been a bigger person, they try to take advantage of me more. Which in the case of the situation that happened last year, that's exactly what they tried to do. And I put the kibosh on it. I put the stop to it. Sometimes you have to do that. I know people who you forgot where you came from, Mark. You ain't got all big time on me now. You don't come around like you used to no more. You got all booze and stuff. You think you better than somebody. No. When I was helping you out, when I was sending you money or whatever that you needed, I never thought that way. I thought, let me be there for the family. What you thought was, I could be nasty as a fuck as I want to towards you because I feel that you're soft, that you have the demeanor I could just take advantage of. No way, Jose. You got me read wrong. That's where I cut you off. It's DJ Wolf. I'm out.